Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. And today we have important news. It's urgent. What are you not aware of? What are you not seeing? There's something going on in your life that's causing you a little bit of an issue because guess what? You're human. And we can't get away from our humanity, or can we? Do we have a choice of looking at things through spiritual eyes and changing our experience? When you are a deliberate creator, what you are is a deliberate determiner, a deliberate chooser. What are you allowing into your mind space? What are you allowing inside your thoughts? And can you learn to switch, pivot when you want a change in your mood or your spirit? Okay, so today I have used two special decks that I'm going to be drawing so that you can have more assurance that even though you might feel a bit confused or, gosh, what's happening now, that there are things around you right now giving you signs that what you're not aware of might be the very thing you need for that boost in confidence today. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we're all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back from what it is that we're truly desiring. Have you guys heard of Neville? Neville is one of my favorite teachers, and he is no longer on the planet in bodily form, but he is here on YouTube in so many wonderful teachings. And I'm just so aware of his presence today. So I want to thank the Spirit of Neville for gracing us. I will go ahead and get started with messages for the collective. So, if you're here today and you're wondering what it is that you're not seeing, just hold in your mind what is that area in your life where you're desiring guidance and wisdom. And I will draw a card for the collective. And because you're here right now, it's a sign that this message is for you. So, let's take a look. And we have our butterfly maiden. Transformation. It is true, isn't it, that when life brings you a tremendous upheaval, disappointment, or loss, that it is an opportunity for grief. And we do have to grieve the things that are passing, but it's also a chance for transformation. And a lot of times when things shake us up and place us outside our comfort zone, then the transformation promise becomes even more important. So you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings about blessings, true enough, but it can be tricky going through it, can't it? So I'm going to just pull three gold dust cards today to bring you more information about the transformation that you are going through. And then I'm going to be drawing a card from the Abundance Angels deck. So those of you who are confused about abundance and how it fits in your life, you'll be getting that final message. Okay, so let's take a look here and draw your three gold dust cards, and then we will reveal your message. So here is our first message. It's the magic key. First, think of what you want to do and then take some steps. Intention and action are the key. This is something that, in a way, this surprises me because this is exactly what I've been questioning myself personally over the last couple of days. Because when do we let go completely, release our desire into the hands of the divine? And how do we take action steps that are not just wasting time or pushing us in a direction that's opposite of what we're wanting? Okay, so the magic key is there's balance there. And I will tell you that there's a difference between effort and trying hard and pushing, or what's called inspired action. When you get an idea that's a little bit unusual, or if you're resisting something, for example, even cleaning out a closet or emptying a drawer can be an unbelievably effective action step when you're manifesting. Because when you clear clutter in the natural, you clear clutter in the supernatural. And so when you're looking for inspired action, a cleanup and unclutter is very inspirational to your physical being because it feels good to clear space, but also it gets things moving in the behind the scenes. Your second gold dust card is wisdom. Imagination rules the world. Whatever you create becomes who you are. Choose wisely. So, yes, my friend, when you're in this time of transformation, and it can be easy to be depressed when you're in what I call the caterpillar state, when you're crawling along the ground and you have no wings. I don't think caterpillars have a consciousness that they're going to fly one day, although I've never spoken to one, so I don't know. But the fact of our growth between the caterpillar stage, the cocoon stage, and flight is something that is repeated in our manifesting journey. So at this point, you don't want to create drama for yourself by telling yourself stories about how awful it is that you're, for example, in that cocoon. I'm sick and tired of being in the dark. Why does everybody else get what they're wanting? Why do I have to wait? When is my manifestation coming? Those are all wasted thoughts. You are going to have times when you are in the dark, right? The cocoon of life while you're waiting for things to show up. But staying in gratitude and making sure that what you're imagining is what you're wanting is going to be your key. Okay, what you're not seeing is that your choice about what you're thinking about is always yours. It's a divine right. If your mind is making you crazy, stop. Sometimes I recommend picturing a stop sign right in front of your face, as big as your face, the red and the white of those letters, STOP. Stop it. Go to YouTube, look for a video that's animal videos. Excellent way to put a lighthearted attitude into your life. Music can often be the best cure. Find a playlist that you like and go out and take a walk to it. You will shift yourself immediately. Okay. And then your last gold dust card is completion. It's a good time to finish old tasks, clear your plate to be ready for the next thing. Now, this message is a double message for clearing away some clutter because when you're trying to figure out action that is not effortful, it can be very important for you to take an inspired action. What is it that needs to be done that you've been putting off? What is it? Everyone has one. And I will tell you today that one of my tasks that I need to take care of is to pick up some of Murphy's remaining doo doo from the backyard because it's been cold and he has been utilizing the little piece of grass behind my house and I've been putting it off. So I am committing today to a job that I really don't want to do, but I want to take it in consciousness and do it as a blessing. Okay. So, what is it in your life? Okay. Hey there, Anne. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. If you are enjoying this reading, thank you, Anne, for that encouragement. And now I'm going to draw one card for the collective on abundance from the abundance angels. Because what aren't you seeing that could be helpful for you in the area of the abundance message? And what are the angels wanting you to know? Okay, let's see. Oh, I turned it. Okay, so here's the card. And what we have is cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Okay, take this to heart. There are plenty of opportunities for everyone. Okay, my friends, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And I see that you have popped in for a personal reading. And thank you for leading the way and showing everyone how, because all you need to do is hit the super chat and I will draw cards for you personally. Now, the collective, you guys will find that the cards that are drawn, even for their personal readings, are quite often exactly what you need to hear. How can I explain that? I can't, except birds of a feather flock together. There's no accident you're here today with me. Okay, so we have for you, and we have the beautiful goddess Isolt. Okay. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Okay, Anne, I see here this is a damaged card. Something spilled on the card years ago. I've had this deck for a very long time. And I feel like what it is, it's a little shadow that's leaving your energy. I feel like you are gaining some skill in being able to recognize when people have betrayed you, people that you loved who are no longer important to you. The energy is all around release for you, okay? Releasing what no longer serves you. And I know it's kind of well, duh, right? Because you've been working on this for a while now. But let's choose your gold dust cards, Anne, and see what is the treasure for you in what's going on. Always a treasure within our circumstances. What is it you're not seeing today? Okay, let's take a peek. Okay, their first gold dust card, we have generosity. Make a small donation. It's the right thing to do. Being generous attracts abundance. So, what I learned from Pam Grout, she wrote a book called Thank and Grow Rich. And it's a wonderful book, and it's like experiments you can do with gratitude. Just wonderful. And what she teaches is that the old fashioned way of looking at wealth was having stacks of money in the bank. And she teaches that true wealth is the ease and freedom to be generous. And one of her experiments is to give away cash. No kidding. So you take what you do to do the experiment. You take this like five $1 bills or five $5 bills if you're feeling very generous, and then just go out and about on your daily tasks. Ask the universe who can who you should give the money to, and then just take it out and create a funny line like, don't spend it all in one place. Or you can say, the universe has a gift for you. Here it is, whatever it is that you're wanting. And Anne, you've tried that. Isn't that cool? It's very, very cool to give away a lot of money. And I've given four-figure amounts to I think two people for sure that were down on their luck, and I had the cash, and so I was able to be extraordinarily generous. But when I was living in Mexico, when you'd walk around and give a $1 bill to a stranger eye to eye, where you hand them that money, it's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit because you wonder what are they going to think. But the truth is, it opens a gateway of abundance. Okay, so remember that generosity is the key to abundance. And I know you know this already, but the thing is, I believe when we do these readings, there's just an added level that the universe is calling you to. Here we have ascending. And I love this spiral gold staircase, isn't it? I love it because you demand more from yourself. Others respect you deeply. You rise to a new level. I think this is so true for you, Anne, because you have drawn a line in the sand, haven't you? You have decided you are no longer going to accept the poor treatment of others. You have decided to make strong boundaries. Let your no be a no. Let your yes be a yes. And some of the people currently in your life right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they fell away from you a little bit because they, quite frankly, don't like your new boundaries and they're always coming into your to your lane. But this shows me that there are new people coming into your life who will be attracted by your stronger self. Absolutely. Wonderful. Aha. Now, your third gold dust card is support. An important person will offer you support. It may not be who you think. Be open to possibility. I've got that sense coming from this staircase also that you are attracting a new breed of people, that you're attracting more generous, more upwardly mobile. And by that, I mean spiritually upwardly mobile, where they're taking responsibility for their well being and they're doing the work and that there's a surprising person. Could be a person from your past who has had an aha and they're coming back to ask your forgiveness. It could be a brand new person. They could be so positive that your initial reaction is, wait a minute, this is like too good to be true. Is this person real? But whatever this supportive individual coming in, I think is going to be such a relief to you. As I look at our ISOL, this beautiful energy here, undying love, it's like the darker part shows me she's coming forward. And even though there were all of these beautiful blossoms in the past, and there were so many people that loved and supported you, that she's coming out of that and into something brand new. So let's take a peek at our abundance angels, Anne, and see what your message is. Ooh, nice. Those are your tattoos. Interesting. Okay, this card is insisting. Hi, Anna. Hi, Kane. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. These are messages about what it is you're not seeing. So just be considering what is it? What area of your life are you looking for a change? Hold that in your mind and let's jump into the collective reading in just a moment. So, Anne, let's take a peek at your abundance angel. Sever vows of poverty. Interesting. Anne was telling me the other day that she has Irish background, and I have Irish ancestry also. And the Irish people did come through a horrific famine in the mid 1800s, and it was a terrible situation. And many of our family members came over and emigrated during that time. And so, because of that, we have in our DNA, there's almost, if you can relate to this, pride in poverty. Now, what do I mean by that? When you are able to create a fantastic life, even when poverty is in your world, it can create a sense of accomplishment like none other. But what can happen is we can have so much joy in squeezing every drop of life out of our poverty situation that we're aligned with it. So I'm going to do tapping. I did some tapping about ancestral trauma and it's on my tapping site. And I have a brand new tapping site. It's Tap with Cat, so you can find it. And after this reading is over, I'm going to be doing some tapping over there. So please do come and join me. And now let's see what this says. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So, Anne, I feel like this is part of your future to share what you know about how unimportant money is for joy and happiness. Now, a lot of people are not going to resonate with you that your sense of that you don't need money and don't care about it. That's such a message that you can bring forward in your new business ideas and in your card readings, because the more you let go of need for money, the more money tends to flood in. But there are so many people, even people who might be listening right now, that doesn't make sense. Your comment like, "Well, I don't need money." Like, "What? Who pays your rent?" Right? But you have a very special gift to be detached from money, so you're not chasing it all the time. I think this is a big part of what's coming your way as you plot your future, as you plan for your new business, and you get ready to step out there in a new version of Anne. So awesome. Okay, good deal. So now we're going to go forward. If you're new here, please do hit the like button, throw the girl some flowers, always appreciated. You're welcome to join my channel so that you are notified when I go live. And I welcome you into my new tapping community. It's Tap with Cat, YouTube at Tap with Cat, and I hope that you'll be able to join us. I do, my goal is to go live every time we finish one of these live readings so that you guys can set yourself free from the stuff that's hassling you. Okay. So moving forward, you are so welcome, Anne. Thank you. You're such a loyal supporter of my channel. I appreciate you deeply. Okay, my friends, what is it you're not seeing? Let's take a look. And we have Irene. Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Peace is a gift. Hey, Kane, welcome, my friend. I will pull a card for you after this collective, and thank you for your support. It means the world to me. Kane has been following me a very, very long time, and I appreciate you deeply, my friend. This peace card is hitting me hard today because people are going through a lot. There's a lot of trauma in the heavenlies, a lot of grief and a lot of pain is in the atmosphere right now. And a lot of times there's helplessness like, what can I do? What can one little human do to help people who are suffering? And I would say that the goddess Irene is here to tell you bringing peace to your own heart is the best medicine that you can give to the planet. As you're tuning into my voice today, allow the tone and the vibration of my voice light up a desire in you to connect with peace. Okay, let's see what the gold dust cards have for you, my dear friend. What can we do? How can peace become more attainable? Let's see what the cards have to say for us. Hi, Vasuda. Welcome, my dear. Okay, dream big. Do not underestimate yourself. You have unlimited potential. Dream bigger. Reach higher. I used to have a quote on my website that said, when in doubt, dream bigger. Okay, so when it comes to peace, you have access to peace because of your divine connection. If you follow me, perhaps you share the belief that we are humans having a spiritual experience. And the spiritual, how can I say it? The thread of spiritual peace is always available. Peace never holds itself away from us. Peace is continual. I look at the water behind our spirit guide here. See, there's dolphins playing back there. Peace is a river. Peace is a river. All you need to do is dip your foot in. So if you're feeling like peace is not available to you, the cards are calling you to don't underestimate yourself. You have the ability to call in peace at any moment. Close your eyes right now. lay your hand on your chest and take a deep breath. And if it's okay for you because you're in a place by yourself, go ahead and say out loud, Peace, I ask for you to visit me today. Go ahead, say it out loud. Peace, I ask for you to visit me today. And then take notes because we have a right as a spirit being in a human experience. We get to call out peace whenever we want. And what did they say? Full stop. Full stop. Hey, Eric, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, commitment. Without commitment, you cannot have depth. Be all in. Go forward without turning back. If you feel that peace has disappeared from your life, that is not true. Commit yourself to asking your divine guidance for peace on the regular. When you are disrupted in any way, ask for your angels and guides to show you peace of mind. One of the favorite things love to do personally is to be grateful and walk around my house and I'll lay my hands on things. Like I'll lay my hands on these cards, say, I love you, cards. I love you, candle. I love you, crystals. I love you guys out there. So when you walk around and affirm what you love, I wish I could take a picture of Murphy right now. He's sitting across from me on the top of the chair and he's all curled up and comfortable. Bless him. And you guys know sometimes he can be pretty noisy during my readings. But going around your life and express out loud, what do you love deeply in your everyday experience? These techniques work. Techniques are not necessary all the time, but man, when your butt is dragging on the ground because you're walking around feeling sad, you have access to more power than you know. Commit to it. Commit to getting to know your spirit guides. It will pay off. Exploration. Curiosity kills boredom. Nothing can kill curiosity. Exploring unlocks your path. This is a real key to that pivoting. Are you guys familiar with Abraham Hicks? Abraham Hicks, they have a million videos online. They talk about the vortex, that place where you and spirit meet and you become united. Once you recognize that your spiritual nature is continually drawing you back to peace of mind, you will have a lot more satisfaction in your life. Curiosity is one of your inner senses. It's one of your inner guidance systems where once you have curiosity about something, something lights up within your spirit. You're like, oh, what's there? Quite frankly, whenever I take a walk outside, I always try to keep my eye peeled for interesting things that catch my attention. And I will walk over and simply investigate, what is it that I'm seeing? Because curiosity is one like it's a God-given gift that helps us adjust when we are in a negative mindset. Okay. Yes, Abraham Hicks, you might want to peek. They're only usually around 10 to 15-minute videos, and they show people who are asking questions about manifesting, about having that change in mindset that advances you uh, closer to your goals. And if you're resonating right now, if this message is meaningful for you, hit that thumbs up, would you? Join the energy here. Complete the loop. Don't leave yourself out in the cold. Okay, so my dear collective, let's see here. What is the abundance angels message? The angels have a message for you when it comes to abundance. So let's take a peek. And we have words of abundance. Wonderful. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and for others. One of the things that I like to do with my affirmations is make a little rhyme. And the rhyme is, even though I don't know how, I'm feeling more abundant now. Even though I don't know how, I'm growing in my strength right now. Even though I don't know how, my views on money are changing right now. The more we speak possibility thinking into our world, the more possibilities we will see. Okay, moving forward. I think my like button might be broken. So, because I'm not seeing them pop up. So, if anybody wants to help me out and hit the like button just so I can make sure it's still working, I would love that. Oh, thank you, someone. Bless ya. Okay, good deal. So, Kane, what is it that the universe has for you today? What is it that you're not seeing that you need to see? The universe is a little bit the universe loves you so much, Cain. So the divine source, God, whatever it is that you call the divine, the truth is that you are so deeply loved. If you're so inclined, Cain, put your hand on your chest right now. Take a breath. And with that breath, affirm, I am deeply loved. If it causes you to cringe a little bit, because sometimes if you have low self-esteem or if things have been difficult for you, it can be hard to trust that you are deeply loved, but you are. So here is your personal message, Kane. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So, what I'm seeing right now, Kane, is that I think that what you're not seeing is there is another there's a you know how a frontage road goes along a highway where they'll have a just a two-lane road that goes right along a highway. So you can get there, but more slowly. And I feel like your independence has been a real security for you that I feel that you may be a little bit introverted, that you enjoy time by yourself. It's not torturous for you to be by yourself, and you've taught yourself to be quite independent. And these cats are known to be independent, aren't they? And I feel like this call, though, that your independence is a foundation. And if you think about it, a foundation is the bottom of something that is built up. That a foundation is poured before a house is built on it. So it seems that in 2025, what you may not be seeing is that it's time to build up and build out. Okay, that independence is awesome until it's not, because interdependence, not codependence, but interdependence, where you become connected with others to build something, I think could be part of your call for 2025. Hi, Laura, welcome. Where you absolutely, I'm doing messages for the collective, and that follows Kane's message. So I'm glad you're here. And certainly, those of you who are watching right now, even though this is a personal reading for Kane, don't be surprised if it doesn't resonate with you. Birds of a feather flock together, and people that are desiring messages from the divine, you will all receive from this. That's the beauty of it. So, Kane, let's take a peek. Coming soon. Interesting. Don't worry. Prosperity will knock on your door soon. Be sure to answer when it does. I'm sensing that energy, the building up, using the foundational strength that you have learned during this time of isolation and step up because in order to get to the door, I mean, you're going to have to open the door of prosperity, right? So what it's showing is that what it's showing is that as you allow yourself to dream big and imagine something being built on the foundation that you know, this could be a new working environment. It could be some kind of side gig or side hustle that you never thought was worthy of income, but there is something coming soon that's going to change things for you, Kane. That's good news. And here we have acceptance. Accept something that you cannot change. Bloom where you are planted. Keep growing. So, as you stepped aside into this independent chapter of your life, you were learning things about yourself, and there's certain things you cannot change. For example, I tend to be very introverted. And I do have social anxiety where I get nervous when I'm with a lot of people. So what I have found is like doing these readings in the style that I do so that I keep my privacy. You guys share my voice, but I get to keep a lot of my appearance is a mystery to you guys. And so I'm accepting that I cannot change my sense of insecurity as a human, but when I'm relying on spirit to empower me, I definitely am blooming where I'm planting. This channel keeps growing. I attract new people every week who have never heard of me before. Some of them come back and others do not. I can't control that, but I can keep growing my skills as I accept my flaws and my human nature. There's never anything wrong with your spirit. Your spirit and God are totally intermingled and are in a beautiful dance. It's our darn human personality that gets in the way and can cause us some distraction. Can we agree? So accepting Cain, accepting right who you are, get the help and encouragement you need. You may want to pick someone in your community that you really admire, who is creating a change in other people's lives. And they're doing it successfully, but they have some of your same characteristics. That can be very helpful. And the last card, this is Kane. If you're so inclined to email me and let me know what's going on for you, this reading is so perfect. And by the way, if you do want to reach out, tarot info please at gmail.com will connect us, and then I can explain to you. Um, or I would love to hear from you and maybe have some feedback. And also, I I do love readings. Love readings are free, 15 or 20 minutes. And it helps me to hear your voice because once I hear your voice, I can read your energy better and I can definitely give you a real quick read on what might be in your way. So if you're interested in participating, please do email me. And Eric, I see you one day. You're welcome to get a super chat. Did I miss you? If you gave one already, I don't have my assistant here with me today, so I'm kind of flying by the seat of my spirit. And who is that? PLLP. Oh, Lacey, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I just appreciate you. You see that little fish by Lacey's name? She's one of the members of my channel. So thank you. If you want to join, it's I think what is it, 2.99 to join, and you guys are welcome. But anyway, back to you, Kane. Sorry. Take risks. Life is worth the risk. If you win, you will prosper. If you lose, you will be wise. Conquer your fear. Absolutely pristine reading for you, my friend. There's no question that there's change coming for you in 2025, and do not be intimidated. You can maintain your independence, you can maintain a solitary life if that's what you're wanting. And even if the time comes where you welcome a partner into your life, you can carve out a life with a partner where you have stated boundaries. We're like, look, is something important you need to know about me? Is I love my alone time and I don't want you to feel abandoned or that I've let you down. But if you and I are going to be in a partnership, we both need to respect each other's personal needs with spirit and with life. Got it? Okay. So I'm expecting a package and maybe Murphy will stay asleep, but don't be afraid if he starts barking like crazy here because the delivery person, oh, Murphy, it's okay. Calm, calmate. It's all right, Murphy. It's just the delivery guy dropping off a package for us. I knew it. I knew it. God, really. I know. It'll last just a minute. What? Okay, Sophie. It's okay, boy. It's okay. Come here. I know. I know. You're such a good watchdog. Good boy. I know. He talks like a Siamese cat. Okay. Oh, absolutely, Kane. Thank you so much. And Laura, learning to set boundaries. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's go on to the collective. So as you're waiting for your reading, hold in your mind what life area, if it changed, if I could wave my magic wand and I could change something for you today, what life area would it be? You don't have to add it to the comments. No, no. Just hold it in your heart and let spirit bless you with this reading. Okay. For my dear friends in the collective, we have Bridget. Okay, interesting because I know with you, Anne, Laura, same with you, and Kane, I know this is true with you also. Eric probably resonates with you too. Is how do we do this? Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. This can really press people who have tender hearts for people. I can remember way back in the day I had difficulty with my own mom, and she was just constantly in a drama and trauma. My mom was a very dramatic person, and so she would come to me and with all of her upsets, and she would tell me on the phone. We'd talk, and she would tell me all the things that were going wrong with her all the time, and it just dragged my spirit down. But if I didn't listen, I felt like I was betraying her. It was very difficult, and I needed to learn how to stand up for what I believe is right. And it took years for me to learn this. And she passed away in 2012. And we did complete it. I was able to talk to her about this issue because I'm a believer in this statement: what you talk about, you walk about. Think about that. What you talk about, you walk about. What you think about, you bring about. So if you get to venting and you're venting for 25 or 30 minutes, right? All of this unfairness, everything that's happened that's unfair. And then you hang up the phone and call up another friend and you do the same thing. What you're doing is you're making your life recycle itself. And so, with a problem person like my own mom, I felt guilty for not letting her vent, but eventually I was able to tell her the truth. It was difficult for me because she was not real pleased with the situation and she fought with me a little bit. But my right to say, look, I have a limit to how much drama and trauma I want to listen to. And it was tough because it was my own mom, but I needed to tell her, okay, I've heard enough, and find a loving way to say, I know this will work out for you, but I have to go right now. Go forth and prosper, do the best you can. And then you feel like you feel terrible, you know. So that's what I'm picking up here is like this energy of knowing that you have a right to take care of yourself and that it's important that you don't want to hold back your own good because you're putting everybody else's needs first. Stand up for what you believe is right. Hold those boundaries. Okay, let's draw our gold dust cards for my dear friends in the collective. By the way, my name's Catherine. If this is your first time here, I welcome you. I love how people scroll through the readings on your device and pop in at just the right time. Yes, you. This message is for you. Stop and take a listen. Let's take a peek. Our first card is give freely. A friend asks only for your time, not your money. Don't make loans. Give a gift only if you want to. So right away, I see this gold heart where the heart is just lit up with gold. You have a person right now, don't you, who comes to you all the time and wants money. Somebody who is always down on their luck. And you end up giving money, small amounts. You know, they need gas. They can't make their rent, and you know that that's their job. Okay, universe has provided you with your revenue and with the things in your life. And sometimes people can they can come to you as if they are the source and they're expecting you to be the bank. So this is a direct message to you, my friend. Don't give certain people any more money. They may call it a loan, but you know they're not going to pay it back. You have every right to stand up for what is right, which is that people have to walk their own walk and they have their own karma, don't they? Second card, trust yourself. A hunch is creatively trying to tell you something. Follow your gut instincts and act on them. Okay. So if you are in a work situation where you are being asked to perform some kind of task that really isn't right for you, it goes against what you believe is true. It's risky, isn't it? It's risky to stand up for yourself in the workplace. But this card is clearly telling you that it's okay to trust what you're feeling. Your intuition is trying to speak to you. And there may be a person that you're supposed to talk to. It may be that you're supposed to start looking for a new position, that you feel a hunch, a sense in your gut that, you know what, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to change. There's a lot of strength here. And so, if your guidance is drawing you somewhere that is maybe a surprise for you, don't question your intuition here. So important. Fresh start. Yep. It's just this sense either in a relationship with someone where money has been continually flowing out of you and not back to you, or in a working situation where you just know that something is coming to an end and a fresh start is ahead. Never fear. The end of something marks the start of something new. Begin again. And I will say this could also be true for you if you're in a relationship. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you have had a few breakups and you continue to go back to the person. Our dear Bridget is here. Notice that she's dressed in this beautiful blue and there's blue in the background. That's the color of your throat chakra. Somebody needs to hear your truth. You are being supported mightily by the angels and the guides today. And what you're not seeing is that this is your choice. Sometimes we can feel all stirred up and brought right into somebody else's drama. As I was saying with, when I was talking about my mom, it's like she would always pull me into her drama, so much so that my own life was diminished. And that was not good for me at all. Hey, Shimmy, these are all the readings for the collective, and yes, there is no problem with you popping in. I don't need to know what your situation is. Just hold it in your mind. Excuse me. And the next card will be as you choose it to be. Okay. But we do attract a lot of people with very similar needs. So you're welcome to pop in for the next collective reading. What is it you're not seeing? And Shimmy, while you're getting ready, just hold your situation in your mind. What is the situation that you want guidance on? You don't need to put it into the comments, simply hold it in your mind. Any of you who would like me to draw cards for you personally, you just add a super chat and I am happy to do that for you. Okay, I'm drawing from the divine, excuse me, the abundance angels for you, my dear friend. The don't back down. What is there? Isn't there a Tom Petty song? I won't back down. So if you haven't heard that lately, that might be a blessing for you. Block out distractions. Love this. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off your electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to block them out. Yep, it's true. You may need to block someone. You may need to stop watching certain YouTube channels that stir you up and get you upset. Don't back down from what you know is right for you. You are called. There's a mission that you are going to be attempting in this 2025, and your guides and angels are behind you 100%. Okay, going on to our next read for the collective. Hold in your mind Yes, hold in your mind the idea that you're wanting guidance for the area of your life that's troubling you. And I'm going to draw you a card. For those of you who are new, right after, well, you give me a few minutes to transfer. I do live tapping sessions that support the energy of this reading. And it's over on my new tapping channel. It's, I think, uh, in the description box, I believe, is the link for the tapping channel. I forgot about that, but I will add it to the comments of this reading also. And I do have a library over there of tapping videos that you are welcome to participate in. Tapping is something I've done over 20 years. It has continually blessed and set me free from my limited thinking, and I welcome you. So here we have the beautiful Vesta home. Okay, so there's something going on. Let's see. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Okay, so the very first thing that's coming to me with this card is your body. Our body is the home we live in on this planet. Yes, we have homes that are made of brick and mortar that we live in, and this message could very well have to do with that. But what I'm sensing for you, my friends, is there's something in your body, something in the way you treat yourself. Wow, I'm just getting a feeling of someone listening right now who's very hard on themselves, demanding of yourself. And when you make a mistake, it's so scary, and you tend to criticize yourself sharply. I'm just sensing this sharp self rejection energy right now. So if this is you, lay your hand on your heart right now with me. Take a couple of breaths and feel your chest. You know that we have different parts of our brain, like parts of our brain is very conscious, like I can talk to you right now because I'm choosing to talk to you, but my breath is out of my conscious control. My body breathes itself. Thank God, because if I had to remind myself to breathe, you may not see me tomorrow on tomorrow's readings because my mind is very busy. Okay. So this card is showing me that we need to respect our body. Okay. So right now, let's all take a breath. If you want to put your hand on your chest, and when you feel that chest move in response to your breathing, be grateful. Now, so let's change. Let's take household out of this card and let's say body. Your body situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. What could be the occupant of your body? Self-doubt and self-criticism are energies that if you're thinking about them in your mind, they are occupying your thoughts and minds and body. Okay. So I'm kind of off on a tangent there with the body being so important. This also could read for the home that you're living in, and I will use the cards to get there too. Following my instincts. Okay, so we have three gold dust cards for you. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our homes were flooded with gold dust? That when you looked around your home, you saw just glimmering, glittering gold. Wouldn't that be nice? Ah, okay. Now I'm looking up at the top of our page and I see 7, 7. So 7 is a lucky number. Okay. So what I would do is look up the number 7, 7 on search and find out what is the angelic meaning of 7, 7. There's a very lucky vibe going on with this reading. Small wins. Pick battles big enough to matter and small enough to win. Success builds success. Baby steps. Baby steps. If you're a person who has been really critical of yourself and you found that you're never measuring up to what you think you should be, don't try to change everything in one day. One of my favorite techniques comes with using the mirror. And Louise Hay is a fantastic teacher of mirror work. But stand in front of the mirror, look yourself in the eye, and tell yourself, even though I don't know how, things are starting to change right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to appreciate my home right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to go easy on myself right now. This simple affirmation, looking yourself in the eye, can make a huge difference. If you are talking about the real brick and mortar home that you live in, and you're feeling overwhelmed, the best thing to do, and it's super easy, is just to go to your refrigerator and empty out all the food that's no good anymore. Find a closet in your home and clean it out. Make 3 boxes, donate, sell, and keep. And get yourself on Facebook Marketplace or eBay and sell some of the things you're no longer using. Donate to some place that can appreciate your things. This is the easiest way to start fresh energy in your home. Another thing is you may want to get some Palo Santo that I use here. I will light it, or sage, and just walk through your home, allowing that smoke of the offering to carry away any painful experiences that are in your home. Sometimes you may need to ask someone to leave. Perhaps you have an adult child or someone who's renting a room for you, or some person who has they're beyond their expiration point, and it's time to facilitate an emptiness in your home. The boss, be the boss, right? I love this card. You are moving up in the world. Seek a raise or a position of authority. Be the boss you are. This is really wonderful energy for the fact that your inner being is not critical. The divine is not critical. Some of us were raised in religions where there was a lot of guilt and shame laid on you that, yes, you are an evil person. And yes, you are created out of evil, and you are. But I always want to argue with those people. Is the divine evil? No, the divine is filled with love for you. Okay. And because they are filled with love for you, it's your human personality that's bossing you around. So let your divine energy step up to the plate here. Do a YouTube search, and just do this for me as a favor. Do a YouTube search and say, "Does the divine love me?" Okay. And then you watch the first 3 YouTubes that come up and just educate yourself. Your human nature is a little bit off. We all are. It's only the balance of our divine nature that helps us make better decisions. Okay. Invite spirit to be the boss of you. Eric, I see your super chat. Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. And let me just finish up this reading for the collective. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Looking for clarity on your situation and that you are on the fence. What's your birth sign, Eric? Okay. So for the collective, with the situation at home, breakthrough. Okay, don't let your limitations stop your success. You have the strength to break through. All right, this is super important, my darlings, because as if you think that you're just a human being crawling around the ground trying to survive, then that's something that needs to shift. Your spiritual nature has more power in its little finger than you do in your whole human personality. So there's definitely something going on here where your situation is improving. It's all going to start with how you talk to yourself. And so if you tend to be self critical, this is your moment. Let's use this energy of Vesta to step out of that habit pattern. Because even if your situation is about the home you're living in right now, you still need that inner guidance to make the best decision of how to go forward with your home. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Laura. I do too. Aren't they wonderful? It's a beautiful deck. It's called the Gold Dust deck. And I've not ever been disappointed with the reads from it. So, okay, let me draw an abundance card for you, my dear friends watching in the collective. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up and throwing me flowers. I love that. I love flowers. And then you guys can gift them to me through your thumbs up. Okay, so attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying the chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. A beautiful completion message for you here. As you look at being at any habits you have of self criticism, remember what you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. Start complimenting yourself, even though I'm not sure how. I'm seeing myself as valuable now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling better about myself right now. If you practice creating affirmations like this, you're going to crack through the resistance of seeing yourself as lovable. Again, your YouTube search window, use it and ask YouTube, am I lovable? And then watch the videos that come up. I love manifesting with YouTube. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, so we have my friend Eric. I am also a Scorpio. It's no wonder we vibe together, my friend. And you're looking at a choice that you're making. And so, anybody else who's watching along, if you are also, oh, how cool that at 11:11. If you are also in the middle of a flip-flop argument where you're swinging back and forth, should I do this or should I do that? You can piggyback on Eric's personal reading. I promise he won't mind. And let's see what is the guidance for that decision. And we have Mother Earth, Mawu. You are called, oh, excuse me, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Okay, let's take that in. Mhm. It would surprise me if I mean, it would be kind of shocking to me actually if you were involved in environmentalism. That would be too crazy. Hi, Lacey. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. We'll get to you next. But pulling this in for the grand scheme of environmentalism, again, I'm gonna kind of bounce on the reading from the last card. You are walking around in an environment. Okay, Eric? All of us are. We choose the environment of our waking hours because of our thinking. That if we are thinking doubt and insecurity, our mood for the entire day will be full of doubt and insecurity, right? Now I'm getting goosebumps across my chest on this one because you may or may not have a job in the environmental industry, which is huge. But I'm reading this as our inner environment, that we need to be so careful how we think about things so that we create in our inner environment a sense of hope, encouragement, and love. There are teachers right now that teach how important it is your first 15 minutes when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so Eric, your first 15 minutes when you wake up, you want to key into gratitude. So, what I would do is look up on YouTube for a morning meditation and or gratitude affirmations. And for the next week, bring those up first thing in the morning. Listen before you check your email, before you do anything else. Allow that playlist of gratitudes and early morning meditation to accompany you as you make your coffee and get started with your day. Create an inner environment of peace and expectation. I like what somebody said about manifestation. The best state to put yourself in is curious anticipation. Okay, write that down, Eric. Curious anticipation. Now, let's go forward here. See what the gold dust cards have for you. And we have foresight. Oopsie, I turned it before I laid it. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, foresight. The best way to predict your future is to invent it. You create your fate. Decide what you want. Okay, foresight is a skill. And Eric, I'm going to teach you right now what you can do. You take your two options. You want to have two pieces of paper, and you want to imagine that you have taken each position. Okay. So, position number one that you're considering, you put that at the top, you put the name of it, right? And then you want to write yourself a letter using pen and paper. Dear Eric, and then write, I'm so glad you took this position because, and you write it out as if every great thing happened. That's what foresight calls you to. You use your imagination to choose it and then write a letter. This was such a great decision because, and then you let your imagination fill in the gaps. Where would you be living? Who would you be meeting? What would you be experiencing? Got it? And then you take your second piece of paper, and at the top, you write the second choice, and you do the same thing. Dear Eric, I am so proud of you when you took this position, and then just write out what was so terrific about it. It's inviting your an inner being to speak through you. When you do this, you will have two different versions of your potential future. And universe uses these techniques to guide us, okay? Because once you read those write the letters, read them through, and then put them aside, and then tomorrow bring them out again and see if you find yourself swinging to one versus the other. Let's take a peek at our second card. Take action. Chance favors those in motion. You must act on your dreams in order to achieve what you want. So, Eric, I'm so glad you got your super chat today because this is directly saying, Eric, don't just listen to me, do it. Do the two-letter technique. These two shoes are different. Okay, this one is totally gold. This one has a design. This speaks to me of the choice that you're making, and for you to be able to change your inner environment to one of confidence is going to really serve you. Whatever you do choose, it I I don't want to break your heart. It's not going to matter that much because whatever you choose, the universe opens up an entire new environment for you, new people, new places, new ideas, and new things. Chances are you already have a sense of which of these choices is best for you. And my eye goes to this golden one that's walking away. Okay, so take that in. Let's look at your third card. Take heart. A light heart carries you through the hard times. Don't worry, this shall pass. So I do feel like you've had like an energy leak, Eric, because making this decision has pulled a lot of your life force from you. And so, what I would do is if you go to the gym or if you like to run, be sure to get some exercise today because that will flush through your body a lot of the cortisol and adrenaline that's been dragging you down. It's like you get stuck in fight or flight when you can't decide. So, do a workout, do this inner workout, and then I believe you are going to feel your choice. Okay. And one last thing that I can advise for you, Eric, and I do want you to do it after you do the letters to yourself, complimenting yourself. This first choice, wow, this really worked out. Use your imagination. Second choice, oh, this really worked out. Okay. And then this is really cool. You take your two hands and you put them out in front of you like this and close your eyes. And then just think about either job, just think about either position, either whatever your choices are and just think about them back and forth. And let's imagine that choice one is on your left hand and choice two is on your right hand. And then you open your eyes. And honestly, sometimes one hand will be rising up and the other hand going down. I can't explain why that works, but it does. But do the preliminary work first. Once you clear your inner environment of the confusion, I think your decision is going to jump right out to you. Okay. So our abundance angels, and thank you, Eric. I think that there were other decision makers that were listening, and I think that helped. Okay, so Laura, I'm so glad that you keep landing here. Whispers, hey, Whispers, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you're not, so you can be notified when I go live. And also, when this reading is over, I'm going to pop over to my tapping channel and I'll be guiding tapping over there as I'm inspired by today's readings. So, Eric, let's draw an abundance card for you. And then, Lacey, you will be next. Okay. And abundance mindset. Yep. Talking all about mindset, aren't we? If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. So, this does suggest that the time for decision has come, doesn't it, Eric? And that by you taking advantage of these tips and then trust your gut, go with what really feels best to you. Okay. So if you look in the description, you'll see the link to my tapping channel. So that will help you find it. I do record them, and there is a library now of tapping videos that you can just look through the thumbnails and pick something that resonates with you and generates power. Absolutely. Okay, Lacey, let's go and do you guys are keeping me overtime today. I don't mind it. I usually try to keep these to an hour, but I'm so grateful to your offering to the channel, and I'm happy to read personally for you with a super chat. So, Lacey, hold in your mind. Oh, and now I have another. Oh my goodness, you guys are so good to me. I have Czar. Okay, let me look here. Whispers. Oh, Whispers, it's you. Ah. Okay, Whispers, I am happy to read for you next for sure. And then those of you who are wanting to do tapping, not to worry. The tapping will be coming afterwards. So, and thank you. Okay, so Lacey, hold your situation in your mind. Something that if it changed right now today would make all the difference in the world for you. Let's see what we have. Divine passion. And we have Pele. Alrighty, let's see here. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself, Lacey. What is your heart's true desire? Wow. So I think, Lacey, I'm sensing that that last reading for Eric was meaningful for you. Gosh, I'm getting a jolt of goosebumps. Are you in that place of needing to decide something? And I feel like when I look at this, it's like a volcano getting ready to erupt. That there is something, wow, I have goosebumps all over my body right now. Okay. Don't worry, spirit is doing the work. All I have to do is keep sipping my tea. I love the love, you guys. So, Pele, so people, anyone who's listening to this reading, what is in your heart? What is in the core of your being? What dream has been waiting to be fulfilled? This figure just lifting up surrender, lifting up to the divine as if to say, I really want to do this, but there's this fear, the fear that you won't be supported. And divine is saying, I am supporting you. Divine passion. What it is that you're wanting to create is divine work. Okay. And so, as you allow for your dream, Lacey, to continue to draw you forward, it's almost as if you can't hold yourself back right now. When I look at the lava that's leaking out of the volcano, it's like you're already spilling over and you're seeing signs that something inside of you is wanting to be released. So let's take a peek at our gold dust cards here. And let's see what it is that the universe has for you. What are you not seeing about the birth of this new idea? Something will not go away, will it, Lacey? Something is on your mind and it will not quit. Let's take a peek. Card number one, surprise. Beautiful. A pleasant surprise is waiting for you. Be aware so you don't miss it when it arrives. It could very likely be this reading here. It could be that you're being here today and that you're allowing your vulnerability to speak by getting this reading. I look at the gold in this balloon, see the light in that balloon, and it takes my eye immediately to that fiery desire that's coming through you. People see you, Lacey, as more gifted than you see yourself. Okay, people, and you may have gotten that. You may have gotten compliments from people, or they say, "Wow, you're really good at that." And you go, "Oh no." You put it away. You know how we are. Somebody gives you a compliment, you're like, "Oh no, 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 no. I'm sure you don't mean me." But you do mean you. The universe wants to surprise you deeply. You are on the right path. Surrender. Just keep surrendering. Use the affirmation, look in the mirror, even though I don't know how, I'm so much more available to spirit now. Even though I don't know how, my gifts are coming to the surface now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling the divine's desire for me now. I do feel like you are going forward and you're being propelled from inside, and the universe is drawing you out. It's almost as if you can coast. Does that make sense to you? And knowledge. Knowledge is power. Keep learning, take a course, use what you know to succeed. So it does show clearly that you have a skill or an art. There's something that you do that has value, and you just haven't seen it yet. You haven't realized it. Do you cook and people say you should sell these cupcakes? Do you paint and people say you should sell your paintings? Do you write? What is it? What do you do that other people see your value more than you do? Now, I appreciate your caution that you don't want to make a big splash if you're not sure. So, what do you need to know? Do you need to know how to market yourself a little bit better? Is there a secondary skill? Is there something in technology, how to set up your website or how to do things in the technical world, that if you learned a bit more about it, you would empower yourself to be prepared? This is happening to you, Lacey. You are being called forward, but there may be some skills that would help you. YouTube teaches you how to do everything, right? Do a YouTube search and what it is you need to create a knowledge base that will serve you as you step out. Lacey, if you're so inclined to email me, you can find me at tarot info, please. at gmail.com. I'm very curious about what's going on with you, girl. And our last one, yeah, destiny. Wow. Destiny, like the river flows into the sea, some things are just meant to be. Oh gosh, it makes me emotional, girl. Allow yourself to be guided. You can't hold this back. It's happening. Okay. You just have to accept that even though you may be shy or insecure about this, there's something happening here that's absolutely your destiny. I'm thrilled for you. For those of you who want to talk to me, I do love readings for free, 15, 20 minutes, put you on the phone or on WhatsApp. And just by speaking to you, when I hear your voice, I can sense where your energy is. Love, self love. Love, romantic love, love, restoration love. What kind of love do you want to have flowing in your life? And today's message, we have a whole lot about self love. So when I do the tapping session, I will definitely be hitting on self love. And I would say that when I get finished today, I'm going to need probably 15 or 20 minutes to have a break before I hop on live. So I will let you guys know what time I will be going live. But remember, it's recorded. You do not need to be live to tap with me. Okay, so my beautiful Lacey, you have been a friend of the channel for a long time. I appreciate your support. Those of you who want to join me, you'll find a link in the description that tells you about the Love Club, and I would love to have your support also. So, Lacey, here is your abundance card. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you'll experience. As I always say, go forth and prosper, my friend. But this is a red letter day for you. The decisions that you make right now, and we're in the energy of the full moon because it was just yesterday, there is something mighty at work for you, my friend. So do email me. I would absolutely love to know what's going on. Okay, moving forward. And now we have whispers. Whispers, bless your heart for getting the, let me see here. I love that you guys can feel the vibe. It's just so awesome. Okay, and whispers. Okay. Thank you for being here, everybody. If you're just happening in, welcome. I know that my thumbnails capture people's attention, and I do believe the exact right people show up to these readings. So if you're here right now, join the mission. And we're going to pull cards for whispers right now. And you may absolutely claim the energy that you are hearing me read because we are related. We are a family and we come together in these readings to uplift one another. Whispers, thank you for coming in for your personal reading. And we have the goddess Mot, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So, my friend Whispers, it has been a journey for you, hasn't it? Whispers from the universe. I feel like your situation, you have a gentleness about your personality. There's a gentleness in you. You have a soft heart for the people in your life. And you've seen people go through some very hard things, haven't you, Whispers? And in a way, I sense that you do, excuse me, let me get my tea. I do sense that you are intensely aware of when people aren't treated fairly and that you defend people. If somebody's talking bad about someone, you don't just sit there and take it. You lift them up and say, no, I like that person, or let's be fair about this situation. And it's very important to you. But at this point, the quietness of your personality is something I think the universe is calling you to raise your voice a little bit outside of a whisper into more audible, not shouting. We don't want to shout at somebody. We want to whisper, Christina, oh gosh, my heart, be still my heart. Embracing aging, my dear friend Christina over there in UK. You guys, she has wonderful material out there. She's also known as Dog Star Tarot. So do follow her channels. This woman is a gift to the planet. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Christina. So we're talking about fairness here for my dear friend, Whispers of the Universe in her super chat. So we're going to go forward here. It is hard, isn't it, when you are a person who really values fairness and the world just is not fair sometimes. And so what I'm seeing for you, Whispers, is there's a situation going on with you and it is going to work out. The hands of justice are in this situation. And so what can you do as you're navigating this situation? Are you in a situation that's not fair, or is there someone that you know that is something's not fair? First card, if you want apples, you have to shake the trees. Seek openings that have a greater payoff. Okay, so right away, this makes me think that you might be in a working environment where you're not being treated fairly. Okay, that you have accepted your situation because it's all you can do, but it's not fair. In fact, loved ones might say to you, you know what, it's not fair what's happening at your work. You should be paid more. It's not fair that you're being treated this way. So, excuse me, wealth, the very spirit of wealth is speaking to you today, Whispers. And it's saying, if you want apples, you have to shake the trees. So what this is saying is what can you do to attain some more skill? Right now, where you're situated, there's a ceiling, it's leveled off, that there's no more juice, there's no more apples at that particular workplace. Okay, so in order to get equipped to go forward, there are skill sets that you can include. Look back into your life, Whispers. What was it that you really enjoyed to do? Excuse me, enjoyed doing a long time ago? Something that was a hobby. Chances are there's a clue there with a gig or a side hustle that you can start preparing yourself for. You can take charge of your own wealth by looking at what skill sets you can attain that will be valuable to you. If you speak English and you're living in a different culture, work on your English. There are so many employment opportunities for translators. There's a tremendous need for people on one side of the world to have their work translated to English. One of the biggest pieces of advice I give to foreign um, contacts of mine is work on your English. And YouTube is filled with free resources. But there are skills that you can create for yourself that will give you more opportunities in your future. Okay. Time out. Resting well is as important as working hard. Take a break and do something for yourself right now. Now, earlier, if you were here, Whispers, we talked a lot about gratitude and appreciation. And so, what we're wanting to do here is to allow yourself to take a time out from your worry, a time out from your venting or complaining about what's not fair, because every human being on the planet has things that aren't fair. Being aware of things that are unfair is common. The quickest cure is to find things to be grateful for. And so right now I can look over at Murphy. He's laying on his pillow in front of the sunny window. And I can look over there at him and I can think of 20 reasons that I'm grateful for him. I'm not going to go on and on about that, but I can be grateful for the cushion that I'm sitting on that helps me see my phone at the same time that I'm reading. I can be grateful for the sun that's outside my window today. And above all, I can be thank you for the breath that's going breathing in and out of my lungs without me asking. So take a time out, give yourself a gratitude break. Another thing is go to the YouTube search and search for gratitude. Just put gratitude in the YouTube search and watch the first video that comes up. It's really rather magical. Okay. And it is a remedy for when things aren't fair. So, hey, Eric, oh, I see your comment. I'm glad because unfairness can really cause us to prejudge a situation when we really don't see all the details. Okay. Be sure to do your homework, Eric. Okay. I am a teacher. I was a teacher for well before I was a tarot reader. Okay, so and then whispers, your true self. Ah, a mask doesn't conceal you, it reveals you. Show who you are by what you do with integrity. So, in the situation that's not fair right now, you just keep doing the best you that you are. You are a good human. You care about things. Otherwise, you wouldn't notice that it's unfair. So, keep doing what you're doing. Do the role that you're called to without complaining, but look to where you can formulate a side hustle, get some skills under your belt that you are not aware of right now, brush up on some things. I mean, even if you take keyboarding, there's a keyboarding, what do you or typing slash keyboarding. There are apps that you can get, or you can find on YouTube exercises for how to get to be a faster keyboardist. That can help most everyone. Okay. And then this gratitude here, the Ho'oponopono. Oh, I love Ho'oponopono. Good for you. This is just confirmation. So you have to put up with what's unfair right now. You create skills in yourself too. You can supplement and create better employment opportunities. And then the second thing is to take time out for gratitude, and everything should work out just as it is supposed to be, right? Because your spirit knows what it is you need right now. Okay, so let I still have a bit of voice left. Let's just grab our abundance card for you, my dear friend, Whispers of the Universe. And let's take a peek. And we have do the work, cut it out. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Absolutely. The part of working out what's fair here is to increase your skill set and build up your self confidence so that when you need to speak up for what's fair, you can easily do it. Okay, my friend? Whoa, what a morning. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A whole 90 minutes today. So I am going to go on live, but I am going to grab something to eat. So I won't be going on live until let's see, let's call it like 11:45 my time. Okay. And we will go forward with our tapping. And you can find in the description, you'll find the link to the tapping that I'm going to be doing, so you can tap there. But also, please remember it will be recorded. So if you're not able to watch till later, that's just fine. Thank you so much, my dear friends. You just blessed my socks right off my feet today. I really appreciate your time and your attention and your love. And I look forward to catching y'all on the next live. And absolutely, you can just Google angel numbers, and look up the number seven. It's shown up a couple times today, and seven, lucky seven. That's why they call it that. Seven has a name and it is lucky. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends. I'll see you at the tapping, and I look forward to our next live. Bye now.